All right, we got Victor Concepcion back in again. Thank you for your time, Victor. I know you're a busy man.
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
Give me the rock. Give me the rock.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Ocean Boulevard.
What was the other funny rock one he did? It was real funny the last time.
I remember the Hogan.
There's the one where he says, you can take that glass of OJ, turn it upside down, and shove it up your candy ass. That's a good one.
Say it. Do it.
So you can take that glass of orange juice, turn it upside down, and shove it up your candy ass.
And then a Hogan for the opening. You got because the Hogan's the best.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I blew my back out the other night when I picked up Andre the Giant from the grave and slammed him down in front of 93,000 people in the Pontiac, Michigan Silverdome.
Killed it. You were on point 100% with Hogan. Rock, close.
Yeah,
Hogan, you got it. But you've hung around Hogan.
Because I think I do Hogan more often when I'm out here and there with The Rock. I used to do it in college all the time, and I had it all patted down from his guitar moves, everything.
Yeah.
Smackdown Hotel, Jabroni Boulevard, all those stuff. And I mean, but it's been a while.
Jabroni Boulevard.
Jabroni Boulevard, and know your role, and it doesn't matter,
Yeah, that's sick. All right, so we have a picture of Victor's shoes.
Yes.
And there's a story behind this, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Rob, pull up Victor's cool shoes.
So I ordered these Saks Fifth Avenue shoes. They went really well with my sequential jacket that I was going to wear for the Wings, Wheels, and Fashion Hanger event. I ordered them online. And, when I got them, I was so busy I didn't bother really trying them on. So here we are setting everything up for the event. Everything is going great. I mean, I'm saying to myself, okay, this is too good to be true. Like we're really going to get through the before part, heading into the event with no problem whatsoever. So they let us change in the locker room where the pilots get changed in the hangar and all that. Take these shoes out. And when I stare at them, they're both rights.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So I'm looking at them and I'm going, are you kidding me? And at one second, I really, really thought about it. I was like, can I pull this off? I'm like, can I pull this off? I was like, I tried them both on. I tried to walk a little bit. And I said, there's no way. With that runway and getting up on the mic and talking and then walking around 60,000 square feet, it just wasn't happening. So then, from the time that I figured this out to when the event started, and once the event starts, I mean, you have a few minutes, give or take, but then once, you have to assume a lot of responsibilities, I couldn't really leave. So there was the Boca Mall was right there. So, I mean, I walk into this room with all the models, the designer, and I mean, I just kind of say it really like, very just hush hush. I go, ladies, a little emergency came up. I'll be right back. Everything's good. My two partners catch wind of this and like, everything okay? I'm like, yeah, just a little emergency. It's okay. And then I get to the Boca Mall, and here I am. And there's like, the one time I go there, there's a freaking line and a half, and these ladies, I felt so bad. I'm like, they were taking forever. They weren't sure what they were doing. They had all these clothes and shoes and purses, and I just said, ladies, I've got a charity event for Christ's sakes. I got 100 people waiting for me. I need to buy these shoes now. And they just like stared at me, and I was just like, listen, I mean, it's for the kids, like that.
And that worked, right?
And it worked. And then I got through. And then that was it. But the funny thing was that literally, like, I couldn't believe that I just, two rights.
Right. Well, like, I never check it either. Usually they check it before they
Right.
check it or when you go buy it.
And I didn't have, and when I went to the Saks first, they didn't have those shoes because clearly they were online and only online stock. And I mean, it was so frustrating. I mean, you should have seen the look on my face. I said, two rights, right? I'm like, really?
And you just realized this the day of the WWE.
Minutes of it. Minutes.
And you were debating wearing two rights, right?
I thought about it. I was like, all right, can I pull this off? I mean, do I have any horse pills around here to take to suck this up and make it happen for like 3 hours, 4 hours? And I put them on. I did. I put them on. I walked, for a couple minutes, and it was, I was just like, nah, there's just no way. I mean, I was going to look like a penguin walking the whole time. Meanwhile, I got a penguin shirt. Not even realizing it.
And for the record, I was there, and there was all heavy hitters. I mean, a guy was there that bought a boat for $800,000, just right then and there. Boom, 800 G's, models, fucking planes that are worth 200 million, 300 million. I mean, it wasn't a thing where the guy who's running it really has much time to leave.
Right.
I noticed that everybody was running to you, and I mean, everybody there is loaded. Not like, well off. I'm talking loaded.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking paintings for $100,000, and they're up to the guy left and right. Shout out to him. We'll put him in the description. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. Justin Farino.
Yeah, Justin Farino. Go to Vic on the runway. I want to see what shoes he actually ended up wearing.
Well, they were also Saks, but they were just really nice black.
It would be Victor Runway.
So this is the runway show.
Sorry, we got them labeled. It just takes me a second.
Yeah, so you got close, right?
Yeah, not as but the other shoes with that jacket, would have made. Yeah, I mean, it was killer. Going black and white. I mean, those shoes were really nice too. They weren't cheap either, but they weren't the and I couldn't find my size. So literally like that one I saw and I was kind of like, I wanted more pizzazz, more sizzle.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything. I'm roaming all over.
Meanwhile, all these people are waiting for you.
Oh yeah. So I'm stressed out. Like I couldn't just believe it. I was like, really? We're having this malfunction,
yeah,
wardrobe malfunction.
And out of all things to malfunction, it's a shoe situation.
Yeah, I mean, I've never ever had a problem at an event ever. But then again, I've never really ordered specific shoes online for an event. Which from now on, I'm going to. If I ever do that again, I will do it weeks in advance, and I will try them on, and because they came in on Thursday. And then I didn't bother trying them on Friday. And then why? I mean, I've never had a problem. And then come Saturday, I'm like,
boom.
There it was. I mean, I was just staring at them for like a minute. Like we must have had a conversation for a bit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try you, motherfucker.
Yeah, like you little bitch. One way or another, these are going on, and then
it just wasn't gonna happen.
The shoes won.
Yeah, the shoes. No, they definitely won, hands down. So
go to Victor stage, the other one that he's on, where he's got the shoes that he had to run. That that's crazy because things like that always happen at the worst time, right? It's like it can't happen when you're just going to dinner with somebody, and it doesn't really matter. It's like you got 100 people there, all loaded. You're running the event, and you got no shoes to match your jacket.
Seriously, I
thought your shoes were in that one.
I was a little upset. I can't lie. I was a little, but then you know what? I had to get over it. It was one of those where
keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean,
swing through the punches, right?
Yeah.
Who's these two? They both.
So to my left is Alex Cowton, and he's with Aviation Daily. He's also one of the founders of Monkey in Paradise.
Awesome.
He's also working on another vodka. I don't know how much he wants me to talk about it, but I know I believe it's called Double Down Vodka, and it's going to be probably the best vodka yet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to be one of those guys helping him out with it. And and then to my right is Nick Castellino, very dear friend also. He's does a lot of wealth management. He's also a pilot.
He's a pilot too?
He's a pilot as well. Alex as well has a lot of hours, flying planes, helicopters, jumping off bridges, who knows? But
yeah,
he's definitely the maverick of the group. But Nick, hard worker, awesome guy. And together, us three, we've been doing this event for 3 years, technically 4, going on 5.
Yeah.
And we've been it's been a good ride.
And you killed it, especially right when it was kind of when COVID was kind of easing up a little bit, but it still wasn't. It wasn't like it is right now. It was still iffy for people.
Correct. Yes, because I remember the last time when I was here, we were just hoping to get, I was scared for 300 people, getting approved for 300 people, and we did. And now you just, you're looking at places around the world, and it's just
they're packing stadiums now
like crazy.
Yeah. So he's going to do his own vodka. Wow.
Yes, actually,
awesome.
the other again, I can't really.
I don't want to.
I can't speak for him.
Yeah.
Or what I'm allowed to say or not say, but I know he's
got something in the mix.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And then this event was sick. Go through the event pics, Rob, because I mean,
we have the event pics, and then I've got an awesome video to show you. It's really
as
cool.
long as it's not YouTube, we're good.
No, this is good.
Now look at that. So this is the event. Victor, I'll let you explain it because I was there and
Well, this time around we decided to have a lot of accent lights around, and as you can see, I don't know exactly this model of this jet, but this thing, wherever you were, you saw it. I mean, it was amazing.
I looked it up when I was there because at one time I was trying to get my airplane license,
Mm-hmm.
and that when I looked that up, I think I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it was like 200 million.
Jeez, I believe it.
Because I looked up the serial number or the code number because that's a G. That's a G.
Yeah.
But it was a lot. Let's just say that it was a lot, and I mean,
this event production wise was amazing. Just exactly what we thought it would be. The runway, the LED wall, all the cars. I mean, we had over 60, 70 cars there.
yeah. How'd you get those LEDs up there like that in the back where it's pink, blue?
We worked with Ava Productions, and they pretty much set it up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let's go through a couple more pictures.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you the video.
This is the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, anywhere you were, that was just literally, you got the signature, but that's really the signature plane right there. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was wide open. You could walk around. I mean,
Mhm.
get really close up to cars that unless you got 500,000 or more, you're not getting. There
correct.
might have been 3 cars there under 100K.
Yeah, we had a lot of different car groups. Exotic cars, obviously there. And
Yeah, just click on them and go through them just to make it easy. That's an awesome shot.
yeah.
Right there.
I mean, we had a lot of people in attendance there. Obviously raising great money for 2 wonderful causes.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone any better. We had no rain, which was great. Global Wings, one of our sponsors, one of our bigger sponsors, came through. They were the ones that provided the jets. Here you have the fashion show with Jennifer Tatinelli and our models.
Yeah, they all came out. They
We
and
did.
they weren't ship models either.
Yeah, no, they were all. I picked them all. I had a vision for how we wanted to do this show. I believe we had Corey Burns singing,
Yeah.
so he had a little like Victoria's
Yeah,
Secret like feel.
I've had Corey in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was with Wally most of the time.
yeah, he did a great job. He killed it.
He did. I was talking to him before he went on. He killed it. He did a great job.
Yeah, we had fun doing a little walkthrough beforehand.
I think he got signed.
Did he?
I think so.
These are our models in that plane, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, they were in a different plane, but these were our models.
Yeah, there was more than one plane.
The lady in the back is Jennifer Tatinelli. She is the designer.
She's the designer.
So she did a great job.
And I assume that's her husband.
I believe so.
Her husband, boyfriend, friend. Shout out. The girl down there in the very front looks familiar.
She used to be a
Is she
Dolphin cheerleader.
Dolphin cheerleader?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell. That's a nice plane.
Yes.
And nice.
Yeah, I used to own it. It's,
Yeah.
I donated it to charity.
Yeah, sure. And right there.
I believe her name is Brittany. She was in town for this event with her group. So she.
What's that, a Huracan?
It looks like it, right?
Yeah. That's a Huracan, yeah, because they stopped making the glory.
She took some dynamic pictures and sent it to us. I mean, it's great about, with this event is that you get so many people to take pictures, so much content. And, I mean, we get a lot of it. I mean, I've got like over 700, 800 pics.
It made me sick every time I saw a Lambo because I had one, and then I no longer have one, and I just got sick looking. I stayed away from those.
Yeah, we had Excel Auto Group there. They had some of their cars as well. Forever Young, a great group. They've been actually one of our sponsors since the beginning. So
Yeah, are they? So they're anti-aging.
They're a wellness spa. Yeah.
Okay, wellness spa.
They get the facials. They do the Botox. They do hormone replacement therapy, IVs.
They must be doing something good if they got what is that, an M6 BMW? It's the expensive one.
Yeah. We'll talk about them in a little bit.
Yeah,
but
you got balls to wrap 100.
we got Celsius over here. My dear friend Kyle from FSU. She's actually one of the ladies that runs Celsius. So it was great. It's always great when I reunite with people I went to school with. So I have Florida State dear in my heart. So it was great seeing her. So that's why we have her up there.
Shout out to her. And what's what Celsius do?
It's like an energy drink, right?
Energy drink? Is that what you're drinking? Rob's drinking it right now.
There's no sugar apparently in it. It's a burner and
So right there, what he's got, she made that?
Well,
no. She markets it.
Oh, she markets it. Okay.
I mean, it's an amazing product.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
drinking them
no
nothing.
you don't feel that downness after drinking something like that, and of course it, when you take it before you run, boy, you could run,
Yeah.
and
we
no
got
sugar.
No sugar. This
Yeah.
is the strawberry guava. So this
Strawberry guava is really
this
good.
podcast brought to you by
Celsius.
Celsius, yeah. How much caffeine's in that?
Let's see. Total carbohydrates 2 grams.
And I should know this, so I apologize, but
It doesn't say that there's.
We're just trying to help
don't
her
know.
out. You know what I mean?
it's an amazing product.
Yeah.
I think last year they had like a peach one. It was like a limited edition one. That thing was incredible.
Yeah. Peach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Celsius and
Kyle and Paul. Paul's always been great. He's also the other guy that spearheads marketing as well, and he's been phenomenal. He's been good to me and good to a lot of people around here and across the country. So
I'm gonna try Celsius just for her.
Furion,
That
they're a cryptocurrency group, and this guy
That makes
just
sense.
and he had his LED ladies there. The guy does his own little, like, I wouldn't say like he does like a Max Headroom show, but it's very informative. I'll have to send you the details, but he puts on like a good 2-3 minute little segment. It's pretty good. He actually spoke a little bit. He was a gentleman that was wearing the vest, the tan vest, that got to speak for a little bit.
Yeah. I saw him. Wow. And that's got to be a pain in the ass to set all that up.
Oh yeah.
For him to get those girls like the right way and everything else. And this
And
is
here-
one of many models that walk through.
Right.
Do
And as you can see, we had, Aver Productions was our production company. Incredible backdrop. Obviously, Walking for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which was featured in the background.
Yeah. Lights everywhere, packed. Everybody's up front. I was right there on the right behind there.
Nice.
You can't see me, of course.
I believe this is one of our models, Taylor. I think she was.
So, yep. Okay.
I think that's the last picture.
No problem. So here's just what we can do. We can go to my Instagram. Ready?
Yeah.
My personal Instagram.
Yeah.
So scroll down a little bit. Keep scrolling. Okay, the one right here in the black.
Yep.
Tap that one. Click on it. And then you can, this is the actual video. So you can actually enlarge it actually down there. I think you can.
Yeah. Try to enlarge that, Rob. No, but right there. Yeah, that's what was coming in.
Celsius.
Yeah, people had their dogs. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
We had Oceans 234 there. Isabella.
Yeah,
Winter,
Yeah, all those cars. Shit.
some amazing wines.
That's the big.
That's the big one.
boy.
That's the big jet.
That's the big boy.
Justin.
That's the
Verano.
art guy. Yep.
We had local. They had their spice rum and beer.
He was painting that while I was watching him paint it.
Mm-hmm. Little jet fighters there.
Yeah, Jet Fighter was
A lot
serious.
of Lambos. Mario Perez with House of Wine Inc. Pagani. That was beautiful.
I haven't seen one of them in years.
Yeah, that was a beautiful look at.
Nice rolls. That's
Mhm.
the big rolls.
Parked well in front of that jet was perfect. Great for pics.
Man, I haven't seen a Pagani in fucking
I don't even know who that guy is,
8
but
years.
you know.
That's
She was Chasey Whaley. She was the Woman of the Year candidate.
Yeah, she was in here. She was in here. Won her leukemia. There's an Aventador.
Arena and Neil with Supercars Week. They did a phenomenal job.
Holy fuck,
supporting
you
us.
got that plane back there?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Oh, maybe it's just the view. There's my man Corey. Shout out to Corey.
Kate, she's incredible. Incredible model.
Yeah, she could
Great
walk.
to work with. Yep.
She's got that walk.
And they were nice enough to let everybody, our guests, go into the jets.
Yeah, imagine that. The guy's nice enough not only to donate to charity, but also to let people walk through his gazillion-dollar jet.
Right, that was Golden Wings. Or Global Wings, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
So that was our video.
And then what do you expect for 2022? You're going to do it again, I assume.
Yes. I was gonna make
I mean, it's early to ask, but people start talking about the iPhone.
We're forming a super committee. We're gonna have about 10 people, 10 big power players. We've already got like about 3 or 4 so far that myself and Nick and Alex have been recruiting. I'm gonna take it to the next level, raise more money. Maybe have some other things, so other elements into the event that maybe Nick, Alex, and I haven't thought of, and we just want to make it. We want it to grow. We're going to be doing this in New York as well next year if everything goes well. Probably Long Island will be the spot that we'll be doing it.
So you won't do it here.
We will be. So there'll be one happening in April and one in the summer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So the goal is to grow these hangar events, to take it nationwide. So just have annuals at different cities,
Right. So you
different
start with
states.
Florida, you got the following
Yeah.
now. Now you go to New York, which what better
Yeah.
place
So then
to
it
get
just
a following?
keeps expanding. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's just the theme. We haven't thought about the theme just yet, but we're going to start working on 2022's Wings, Wheels, and Fashion in late August, early September.
Now, do you think it'll be similar to this, where you have the cars and the plane and the runway, or do you think you're going to make it totally different?
It's similar. I mean, I know it'll be now the 4th year, so you don't want to make it constantly be the same thing. It's, I know, like I said in the last time that I was here, we were going to do a casino type. So that's something that's been in play, doing a casino feel to it, Casino Royale theme to it. But we also have fashion into the name of the of the event. So when you have that casino element, it can be very tricky because you're working with everyone's attention, and normally the attention would be, the spotlight would be the fashion show, where you get everybody to sit around the stage and the runway and watch the show. But if you're having casinos, you're having, slots, blackjack, and
I can tell you this right now. You put vending machines in and you have, some tables, you're going to have about 5 people watching the show,
right,
in my opinion.
Right. So we got to be careful. So we're going to, maybe we might go with a theme this year, upcoming year. So we'll see. But
just a thought, if you did go that route, maybe you put the casino stuff up, while you're getting everything ready. And then when you're going to do the runway, the fashion part of it, boom, off.
Yeah.
It's over. Hit the plug.
I mean, the great thing about it is people
might get mad as hell though if they're down, a couple hundred.
Right,
or
people love hangar events, so they're going to come and check it out. People, exotic cars, jets. You don't see too many of those around here. So the fact that we're blessed that we're one of the few to actually be able to give that to the audience, for charity. So it works out really well. So. And
the saying, don't break something that isn't broken. So it's a touchy area, right? Because you start changing shit, you could fuck it up. But if you don't change it, then it gets old.
Exactly. I mean, each year we're just trying to, just kind of like look at what we, didn't do so well and just try to correct those mistakes and then just add on a little here and there. But with the Super Committee, I feel very confident that, people are going to be excited for the product that they're going to get to see and experience for 2022. So.
And then you had a charity golf tournament with Scott and Sharks.
Well, that's one event that I'm working on. It's with Scots and Sharks. They're it's a young professional group. It's actually a nonprofit group of young professionals, and everything that they do, or the money that they raise, 100% goes to the nonprofits that they work with. So we got a charity golf tournament coming up October 1st, and when we get into when I'll be showing you all the events that I'm doing, I'll be able to show you the sponsor deck. But it's going to be at the Palm Beach National Golf Course here in Lake Worth, right? Not too far west. And it's a fun golf course. I mean, the things that we're going to be doing, the shotgun style. I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's.
And that's what, October 2nd?
October 1st.
October 1st.
Friday, October 1st.
Do you have a website for that yet, or that's still on?
Yes. I'll leave you the Eventbrite.
Okay.
The tickets will be going on sale, and of course, we're looking for sponsorships on every different angle, from golf carts to the tees, to tents on the holes, to food and beverage. There's a lot of different ways businesses can actually advertise themselves, and for great causes. So yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into that when we go through all the events that are going on.
Yep.
And then, what do you think about McGregor?
Well, I'll tell you, Mayweather actually cashed in. You saw that? He made an extra $35,000 or $40,000, and I think with McGregor, he karma's a bitch. I mean, he was. I get the talking trash, and he's your modern day like Apollo Creed kind of guy, but his smack was a little too deep. I think he actually even said that the other guy was going to be taken in a stretcher when it was all said and done, and ironically, he's the one that gets taken out of the stretcher.
How fucked up is that, right?
Yeah, right? So, and then, I mean, he was very focused. I thought that if he could have gotten past that first round, that he was going to win. He seemed determined, unlike the previous fight where I think he took his foot off the gas. I think he thought he had it, and then, the other guy took over, and then just,
Yeah.
And then of course he got hurt. But then, and he says he didn't get hurt by a checkoff. But I was watching the Joe Rogan show, and when he went to kick him, and I can't pronounce the other guy's name. Ponzier.
Yeah, how do you say his last name?
Dustin Poirier.
Poirier.
Yeah, Poirier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Poirier. So when he went to go kick him, apparently on that check kick, his shin gave out right there. There was you could see a little movement there. So he was already hurt. Now, how he didn't identify that, or how he didn't feel it. I mean, because when something goes wrong with your body, you can just tell immediately, especially when it comes to your bones. I mean, it's like
try to get a picture of just not the YouTube, but the picture of when it's bent down. I saw it on TMZ.
Oh, that thing was just like And so then he checks hits, and then from there he goes for another one. He goes for a regular kick, but he didn't have anything on that. And then when he wanted to retreat back, his shin just didn't have anything left. And then that's when it just gave out and his ankle just rolled because that was just.
And he tried to get up.
He tried,
but you break your ankle, you ain't getting up.
And he continued to talk smack.
Right there on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got. Oof. Look at that ankle, Victor. Oof.
There's a better shot though if they show it.
Yeah,
I mean, Josh Cohen from ESPN 106.3 could have given Poirier a better fight.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, and
oh yeah.
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was the ankle. That's what it was. Because they were saying the leg at first.
No, it's the ankle. So I mean, as far as him, many people writing him off. I mean, do people want to see him fight again? I mean, I know the UFC cashed in pretty hard. I know a lot of bars are pissed off that the fight gave it,
A lot of bookies are probably pissed off too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some, but, actually a lot of them did have McGregor, so.
Really?
Yeah, if you're a bookie, yeah.
Yeah.
I know of one that was very happy. He was ecstatic. He had like 156 clients, all lost.
Yeah.
Broken ankle.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I have that reversed. No, yeah, the bookies are very happy.
I was thinking, sweep the leg, Johnny. Put him in a body bag.
I take that back. I have that reversed.
Yeah.
The bookies are extremely happy.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, they are going to a very nice dinner and probably to the jewelry store.
The fight before that one, or two fights before that, it was the guy he got called on like 3 days' notice to fight Sugar Sean, his name is O'Malley. Guy's undefeated. He's got this crazy reach, right? So all he's basically doing is just like putting his hand out, like jabbing the guy because he's so short. I never saw a guy get hit so many times in the face and he almost finished the whole fight.
Jeez.
The third round, and they said that he left some job. He made a $70,000 bonus, and he was so happy just that he got that $70,000. Said changed his life. So it's amazing.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. The money that's in that.
Seriously.
And people love it. When you put a video up about, somebody getting killed or crime, like terrible crime, everybody wants to see it. You talk about something nice, nobody cares. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's people love to see that. I mean, and, I think everybody thought they were a Golden Glove MMA Jiu-Jitsu expert after that match. You know? I mean, that's just how it goes. I mean, and again, you hurt yourself like that. I mean, if I was McGregor, I'd probably hang it up because the reality is this: it's either fighting anybody. Like, okay, I've hurt myself twice. The legs from kicking, like now you're just going to have to change. If you're going to come back and fight again, you're going to have to change your game plan. You probably have to, rely more on, taking the person down, which he didn't really do a good job in this one, or just doing it straight up. So
yeah, he's going to have to change his whole strategy. And on top of that, now the competitor against him knows where his weakness is.
Oh, yeah.
So they can attack that because that's going to heal, but it will never heal the way it did.
Right.
I mean, maybe he gets enough stem cells and the stuff that Rogan was talking about. I saw that. But still, at one time that was fractured. That you can fix it quicker, like in Germany or wherever. But, in my opinion, they hit him the right way. It's going to be the same thing. You know what I mean? Just like when Kobe came back. He he came back a little too quick. He was never the same after that Achilles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he went to Germany. The time before that, he went to Germany when he had bone rubbing against bone in one of the finals, the Celtics. That one seemed to recover, fine. But the Achilles and shit like that, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
I think he's going to try to do Mayweather-McGregor 2.
Oh, that's
set
just
that up
stupid.
they're going to try to make money off of it.
Yeah.
I think it made a boatload.
You're not going to be – Mayweather ain't going to lose.
Well, Mayweather, already planting the seed maybe by betting against McGregor and cashing and making 85,000 total.
Yeah, he said.
So he put up 50,000, win 35. That's what it was.
Did you see the hit that he shot on him on Twitter?
No.
I don't know if you can find it, but because it was right after he said something like smart ass about him getting hurt, just to piss him off.
Oh man.
Yeah, while he looks for that. So what's your story about Lennox Lewis? Because I used to watch him, and people thought he was boring, which he was, but he had that long jab where you just couldn't get to him.
Yeah.
And then he lost, but because he got into that movie bullshit. And
well, that's basically where my story comes around. So I'm right out of college, I think, and HBO was just playing the special. They must have ran the Hasim Rahman Lennox Lewis special like for 6 hours just, and I'm studying for my 663 and 215 all simultaneously online, after doing the 40-hour cram course, whatnot. So it's just going on, it's just playing and playing and playing and playing, and so finally I'm just kind of like, all right. Hasim basically went to South Africa and was been training there for 3 months, acclimating himself to the altitude, everything. He's still a long shot, but gotta give the man props for really taking his time and his team to do this. Meanwhile, Lennox Lewis, he's was that real?
Yeah, that's real.
Oh,
Floyd Mayweather mocks bitter rival Conor McGregor and tells Irishman to do stanky leg after horror ankle break.
Oh,
he posted. They photoshopped it somehow.
Got it.
Oh yeah. But no, he really did. He posted something nuts on Twitter that, like you said, just a shot to get him going.
Yeah.
But sorry to interrupt you.
So Lennox Lewis, meanwhile, he's filming Ocean's 11. He's having fun, just not even taking it serious. It's a serious underdog. And I didn't catch it the first time, I heard, you're hearing it as you're talking about whoever's narrating the whole thing. I'm hearing it in one ear and out the other, but then the next half an hour, I'm hearing it again. I'm hearing it again the next half an hour. Next thing you know, it's been like 3.5 hours that I've been hearing this, and I'm going, let me check this. I was betting at the time, and I was like, all right, let me check what the line is here. And Raheem is plus 1,800. And I was kind of like, well. And so I told my roommate at the time, his name was Phil Reinhardt, if you're seeing this. True story, obviously. So I'm looking at Phil. I go knock on his door, and I'm like, yo, bud. I go, see this line on this match? He goes, hey, it's not happening, dude. He goes, Lennox Lewis is going to beat his ass. Lennox Lewis could film 20 films in a row, and he's not going to lose. I said, but hear me out. I was like, hear me out. I go, the man's been in South Africa for 3 months. He's been there for a quarter of a year. I go, he's ready. He knows what he's doing. I'm like, I'm kind of convinced, maybe he doesn't win, but you know what? I'm going to throw some money on him because just why not? So here we go. Threw about $500.
Yeah.
We go out.
What was the take on the 500?
Like 3,800, I think. 34, 4K. And next thing you know, we go to a party. So we don't even watch the match, right? Thinking Lennox was going to win. But hey, why not?
Right.
And then we go to some after party, and we're hearing all these guys pissed off, I can't believe Lennox Lewis and goddamn Ocean's 11 and this and this and that.
You're like,
and we're like, oh shit. Like, we're like, we get home, and get home and just like watch everything. And we had it all like DVR'd and all that. And then we go online and check, and sure enough, it was like, Phil's giving me a hug. He's like, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we took a shot on this, because normally a big underdog, man, it's Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, and he was on fire.
There was just nothing. This isn't Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson in the sense of what the angles of where the path these guys are taking. But dude, Lennox Lewis, he was on fire
at that point in time. He was pretty much unbeatable because you couldn't get past that jab.
Yeah,
but I saw the first round. I thought maybe it was just a little, warming up or feeling the guy out. But the second round, I could tell that he wasn't prepared at all. He got too. But how do you turn down doing a movie with Brad Pitt and George Clooney?
No, how could you?
But it kind of ended his career at the same time.
Yeah.
Because he was a boring fighter, to some people. To me, because I boxed and I got a couple Golden Gloves. I enjoy the strategy, that he had done. That's what, and Mayweather, because he doesn't knock people out, but you're not going to hit. We looked him up. He got hit like twice. Who was the guy that really rocked him? There was only one. Shane Mosley. right?
Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane.
Shane Mosley, thank you.
Yeah, he was the only one that really cracked him in his career, So, but yeah, that Hollywood shit got to him.
Yeah, I mean it's and then he ended what Lennox Lewis ended up, or no, Raheem ended up losing the title to Evander, I think.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield. Yeah, they're saying that Evander Holyfield and Tyson are in talks about a fight.
Well, I hope it happens. I think Mayweather, Logan Paul. I was there at the fight. I was working it, and was it Logan Paul? Yeah. So I got to tell you,
You were there at the fight?
yeah, I was there. The stadium being one of my accounts. I was down there.
Good seat.
On the floor. No, just working it. Just
Oh shit.
and got to meet Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were cool with Gronk. Gronk walked up.
Oh
with them.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How big is he in person?
Big guy.
Big motherfucker, right?
Yeah. Big guy.
Tough dude.
Talked about his little stint in the WWE. He was a 24/7 champ.
Yeah, his big.
It would have been great if he would have been the 24/7 champ coming to that.
Yeah, right.
But
Tell him to come to the next event that you have.
Yeah.
You have the whole fucking. You have cars to
seriously,
New York.
absolutely. So yeah, so they had some good cards, undercards. I think Chad Ochocinco, he boxed as well. But when you see the fight in person, right? I mean, Logan Paul, he looked like Ivan Drago, and Mayweather looked like Rocky. Like I was like Rocky 4. Like it was just, I mean, it's such a it was the reach, and I think that if Mayweather really wanted to hurt him, he could have, but then again, Logan Paul was able to absorb a lot of hits, and it's a heavyweight versus what is he, like a featherweight, I think.
Yeah.
And no, obviously an exhibition match, so there's no refs, so they were booing when they got to that 7th and 8th round. They wanted someone knocked out, and the fans were booing him to the point where Mayweather had to say, hey, he's trying to justify himself, for why he took everybody's money and became richer than he already is. It's like, hey, listen, the guy is a lot better than I thought he would be, and I'm 50 years old. I'm not 25 anymore. For me, it's still fun, and but in the same sense, though, he's saying, okay, guy's a little better than me, but if he fought heavyweights at that same weight class, he had no chance. He said it in such a nice way, but it is what it is. But yeah, he needed a haircut. I mean, what happened? What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like seriously, like come on, bro. Like
Yeah, well, Floyd boxes. Like he boxes. You know what I mean? He doesn't go for knockouts. And
Right.
in my opinion, because I've watched just about every one of his fights, the reason why he probably, just in my opinion, I don't know, I'd like to hear your opinion, that he probably didn't go for the knockout because he knew that the guy could fuck him if he got a good hit on him. And if he goes for the knockout and puts his guard down and he sees that, Floyd could have got popped.
yeah, well, I think they were both holding each other up at times. They got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think Mayweather got rocked a little bit. I think in the 3rd or 4th round. I think, and then the other guy just held him up. Logan held him up a little bit, but again, being an exhibition, I mean, really, what Mayweather had to lose? I mean, if I were Mayweather, right, it's not going to go against your record. So you could lose. You could drop that match. I could have easily had like 20 of my best friends bet against me with my money, and I'm the big winner. And then guess what? You get to have a rematch and do it all over again for bigger payday. I mean, that's what I would have done if I was Mayweather. But, Mayweather's Mayweather.
Yeah.
I mean, if Mayweather really wanted to do it, you know what? And I know that he wouldn't because he's obviously very picky about who his opponents are. Dude, the dream match would have been if you're going to go off weight class, you might as well just go after Mike Tyson. Yeah. Mayweather, Mike Tyson, the puncher against the defensive guy.
Can you imagine the money that would make?
Seriously.
Mayweather, Mike Tyson, the whole fucking planet would buy
yeah,
it.
the biggest ticket.
And they probably both would do it. Do you think Mayweather would do it? I don't know, man. Tyson might be 52, but
he looked good.
We watched the end of it. It was, fucked up because the way we were watching it. But Roy was done.
Yeah, he was.
Mike killed him.
Yeah.
And Mike just probably didn't drop him so they could do a rematch and make more money, and must have been on some calming pills because he's nuts. But, I mean, Roy Jones was done in round 4.
Yeah.
He was done at the 4th round. You could see how tired he was.
Yeah, he was.
Mike was hitting that body, If I'm Floyd, I don't know.
Hey, Tyson looked good.
Look damn
He
good.
was focused. He just.
And you know, Vic, if he wanted to, he could have just laid him out.
Oh yeah.
But they want to make money. They're 50. They blew all their money. Well, I don't know about.
Mike Tyson's been doing a little good comeback.
Yeah, he's
The
had.
Hangover movies and then going on
And
Vegas.
he's got the podcast.
the pigeon show that he had and all
Yeah,
that.
but for a minute there, he was broke. Remember, he went
Yeah.
bankrupt and everything else. So for him, a rematch is perfect. But watching that, just the end of it, he was letting Roy
Yeah.
stand because if Mike would have hit him one time, like even a half Mike Tyson punch, it would have been over.
Right.
Done
right.
deal. But
And clearly Tyson would be the heaviest guy that Mayweather would have fought because I think Logan was like, I don't know, like 190 and Tyson's like 220.
I think Tyson might knock him out.
Oh yeah, he'd do it. Yeah, even if they told him, "Hey, listen, we'll pay you an extra, 20 mil to kind of take it." No way,
No way.
no way.
You think that would ever happen?
No,
Because Floyd ain't gonna take a knockout, and
No.
and there's a good shot that Mike is gonna hit him.
oh yeah,
And if he connects with him,
yeah.
I don't care if he's 50, 60, 70.
It would be great to watch though.
Because he's not all whacked out anymore.
Yeah.
He's back like when he had the Italian trainer. He seemed like he had his shit together.
Yeah, he looked good.
And if he has any type of beef, which they did at one point with Mayweather, he will knock him out. He will find that slot and hit him. And if he doesn't get him in the face, he'll just beat him to death in the body. Imagine taking 10 Mike Tyson punches to the ribs.
Oh no, no.
Then you're gonna be bent over, and he's gonna get you in the face.
Mike Tyson's gonna be like, "Read this, Mayweather."
Yeah.
Would you for $10 million take only one round with Mike Tyson?
Fuck no.
No.
I don't want brain that. Fuck no. I get in that. Fuck no. Any more
You
10
could
million.
run around the ring. Just run around.
No, because he's gonna catch me and fucking hit me.
Yeah.
Would you?
Mm.
10 million
10
catch. Would
10
you?
million.
Would you go one round with Tyson?
15 years ago, I'd say yes. I'd try. Not now. No.
Yeah. If I'm 20, yeah. Even then, man, I don't
I
know.
mean, it depends.
We're definitely gonna get knocked out. It's a matter.
I'd have to, smoke out with him first.
yeah.
I'd have to smoke out with him first. Like, yo, what did you smoke out before you fought?
Yeah, give him maybe if he got like a shot of morphine or lithium,
Seriously.
then maybe. But
Yeah.
no. You give me $100 million, I'll do it.
Some serious anesthesia. Go see the dentist.
Yeah,
just-
spike his water.
yeah, exactly.
50 million, would you do it?
Yeah, why not?
50 million out. Well, what about you?
I'd increase my life insurance policy. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
For 50?
50 million.
I think so. Just,
Yeah.
I'd try to
And
run-
you know he's gonna give you brain damage.
I'd try to run around as much as I could.
Like he ain't gonna catch you.
Well,
He's gonna corner you and bury you.
probably.
No, just
Yeah.
break your ribs and then punch you in the face.
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty much how that's
I just
gonna
have
be.
a hefty doctor bill, but if 50 million, yeah, I'm good. I'll do it.
Would you do it for 50?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
don't know.
run.
I just don't want brain
I'd-
damage.
I'd run around.
I just like Mike. Please don't. Not too hard.
Seriously, yeah.
I just like
I would flop.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you do.
The second he
That's the
even
move.
looks at
You
me, that's it.
just fall the fuck over.
That's
You
it.
get your 50 million. You play dead.
Stay down.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I could even play it up like I'm going to do like Hogan and Hulk up to him and then
Yeah.
that's it.
If I'm you, I do the Hogan voice to make him laugh, and then just go gentle on the punch.
Yeah.
We already know what's gonna happen. I'll give you 10 of my 50. Then I would do it.
Exactly.
So now, changing lanes here. What's your thoughts on? I didn't even know this, that Alex Cooper got 60 million to go to Spotify.
Yeah, so she was on Barstool, and she worked out a fantastic deal, and God bless her. It's only, 22, 23 years old, 24. And call her daddy, and,
Yeah.
and the podcast she has. I mean, it's, for what she says, her content and her little catch lines, it's kind of like, I mean, she's a good-looking girl. She and I don't want to come out saying like, saying something and people say, oh, he's sexist or this and that, because no, but it's like she gets as a female, they're letting her get away with a lot on air. Like if it was guys talking like that, I mean, like another Howard Stern per se, like, I mean, listen, if I if I had my own podcast show, I'd probably catch a lot of fire, just on the content. But 60 mil, I mean, if Barstool's watching this right now, like, hey, we can do our own little show, and just talk about, past experiences. I mean, dude, I could write a freaking wall book store with the stories I had from Florida State, You know, I can go as far as porn and, you know,
all the way around the
G-rated,
line.
yeah. To like, I mean, it's like, you know, and she had a partner, you know, that did the show with her, and then she decided to go on her own. But how she was able to work out a $60 million deal?
Did you ever run into her?
No.
You-
But Barstools comes a lot to a lot of events and stuff, and
Yeah.
they were at the stadium, you know.
Yeah. Is that for 1 year?
I believe it is.
Is why I think it is 1 year.
Yeah, it's 1 year.
Yeah, so that's crazy. And they gave Rogan $100 million.
Yeah, so she's second, right behind Rogan. Second.
He's got to be a little. If I'm him, I would kind. I mean, all due respect to her, but I'd be like, wait, I got $100 million, and she got 60.
I mean, I could come up with some serious catchphrases. I mean, you know, if you ever hear her, you know, what she talks about here and there, and it's kind of like, really, they're paying her for this?
You think she's worth 60 million?
No.
Hell no. Rogan, yeah.
Yeah,
Rogan's worth the $100 million because they're gonna. If you've watched Rogan, you're gonna go to Spotify. I mean,
Yeah.
you just are. He's like a Howard Stern. Like he went to Sirius and everybody followed.
Yeah.
Just about.
And she'll
You know what I
say,
mean?
like I said, she'll say some catchphrases here and there, but it's not enough
That's
to where.
When I read that, when you told me, wow.
Yeah.
Would you be upset if you were Rogan and you only got $100 million, gave all your licensing to almost 2,000 podcasts, and you get 100 on a 2-year gig, and this bro gets 60 on a 1, maybe it's 2? Wouldn't that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just.
And then the bullshit that he has to deal with because, you know, you went to Spotify,
Yeah.
they're controlling you, blah, 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 blah. I really haven't seen a change in him, have you?
No, he's still the same.
Keeps changing the studio.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, you know, I mean,
hey, whatever works.
I give her props, but
Yeah, good for her.
60 million.
Congratulations.
You know,
it's a little.
I mean, you know, I can, you know, if I could tell my stories, you know,
Yeah,
I'm sure I'd be.
Give me 10 million.
Yeah.
Right?
I know Barstools would pick up some of my stories.
Yeah, well, I mean, people love that Barstool shit, but, you know, just thinking of Spotify, I mean, there's a million other more popular podcasters on YouTube that they could have pulled from.
Yeah.
Are they owned by somebody else? Are they an umbrella? Do you
No,
know?
I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, right there's 160 million. I can't imagine they're making that much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she killed it at Barstools.
Yeah.
I mean, she got picked up. I forget the main guy, but I guess she was sleeping with him for a while, and then they broke it off. And
Portney, Dave.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I just can't figure out how they're able to pay 160 million in the last 6 months. I can't, because I never would have even used Spotify until Rogan went there. I would have never used it.
No, like in fact, you know, at Spotify, and then I would watch it on YouTube, just some of his segments, you know.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't really ever go on Spotify whatsoever.
Me neither.
But then I listen to like 2 or 3 of Call Her Daddy episodes, you know. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, she's a little funny here and there, but, you know, really? I mean, and she's got some decent stories, but not enough to where how you catching this audience. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think we would have more fun doing our own show versus what she has. You know?
Like, and you're in that world. Like, are they making that much money, or are they just going in debt like crazy? Or there's somebody backing them, do you think?
Someone's got to be backing them.
Yeah, that's how and maybe they wanted her,
Yeah.
right?
She's been playing her cards right. You know, I think one of the titles, I think if you go on Spotify, if you look her up, you know, one of the titles that she has, she says like, you know, like how she got to the top, or I think she had sex all the way to the top or something like that.
I don't know. Is it video with her? Have you seen any of them?
No, I haven't seen any video. It's just been straight, pure
Audio?
like, audio.
Wow.
At least that's what I've been, at least the last 3 that I heard.
Because I know they wanted Rogan to go audio, and he said, no, I'm not doing it. You can give me $1 gazillion. I'm not doing it unless I have video. So now there's a select few that they allow to have video.
Okay.
Because I tried to get video, and it's this whole process. It's a bullshit process. And they're only going to do video for, I would assume they're probably in the process of doing a video for, they're probably setting her up. They're not going to give her 60 million and make it audio only. You know, that would just be the stupidest business move in the world, right?
Right. She's a good looking girl.
Yeah.
You
So you might want to see her.
Yeah.
Right?
But not for 60 mil.
Fuck no.
I'd rather take a beating from Mike Tyson for 60 mil.
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Yeah, like if we got to go between the two, right?
Right.
You know, we'll go with that one.
Yeah, why not?
And then you forgot to tell me last time that you were on the Jenny Jones show
Yeah.
when you were in college, right?
Yeah.
So
Jenny
tell me
Jones.
about that.
So So yeah, I forget, I think it was my junior year in college. I was living like Jack Tripper. I had 3 female roommates. I think he had 2 at the time, but I had 3, and awesome girls. And we just one day joked around. I guess they wanted to go on the show. I didn't really want to go on the show. They called. They talked to the producers. They came up with some stories saying, "Hey, both our roommates are in love with each other. It's time that they kind of like come to their senses and talk it all out, and it'll make for great TV."
Yeah.
I wasn't really happy about this. I mean, my mom is super Catholic. I mean, she'd pull me out of the lease. I'm living with my girlfriend in college. I'm not even married. I mean, it wouldn't go well. But you know what? Go along with it. I guess. So I didn't think that the story was going to hold any weight. And then the producers called us. I'll never forget it. The girls are rejoicing in the living room. I'm in my bed going, God damn, all right, we're doing this. So we're going. And we go to Chicago. And what's crazy is that if you're being the one that's being surprised, they country club you. They 5-star you. I was staying at a 5-star restaurant or hotel, 5-star, restaurants, got picked up in a double stretch limo. I think the only bigger limo picking me up from the airport was anyone going on Oprah's show. My name, everything. I mean, you're in college, you're thinking, wow, I'm like a superstar here, like, ooh, yeah, So you're not allowed to talk to the other people. You're not allowed to talk to the people. Well, they didn't know that we were like, had it already organized, So they, you're not really allowed to be in touch with those people. The person that's surprising you, per se. You get to meet all the other people that are going to be surprised, and I'm assuming she got to hang out with everybody that's doing the surprising. So we are hanging out, and, and I'm trying to feel everybody out. I'm like, all right, I mean, are these guys also, making shit up? Are they not? But then I came to find out that a lot of them really weren't, and I got to see some of the segments, as they were filming it. And anyways, what it ended up being, it was like an intergender or gender, or what do you call it? Interracial.
Yeah.
So, here I'm Hispanic, she's white, Caucasian, and there's, got blacks, got whites, Asians, and just how it's going. I mean, I started realizing that. I'm like, all right, that's why they wanted us here, okay, fine. Well, our story wasn't really the best. So I'm realizing we were like second to last on the order. So clearly I've seen the show, and the top 3 get the most airtime, and then the rest are like really quick, So they're feeding us alcohol. I'm drinking 151 like it's no tomorrow. I'm getting drunk here. Now I'm starting to talk shit.
Yeah. Because you're just sitting there waiting to go on, right?
Yeah.
And now just to like paint the picture, you're not the Victor that you are now. This is Victor.
No.
Yeah. So this whole limo shit and everything else, this is all new to you?
At the time, at
that time, like that was that the first time you were in like a limo like that,
outside of prom and other stuff like that,
like big league stuff.
Yeah, this was like
the first time on the big league.
Yeah, and then when you and then of course they pick you up with a limo to take you to the studio, and there's like a whole line of people waiting for you, cheering you on, like you don't know who I am, but they're happy to see you.
It was the first time you ever been through anything like that. Is what
Correct.
I'm saying.
Yes.
So you're like, whoa, and then you're waiting and getting bombed on 151.
Right. Yeah. So we're in the waiting, we're waiting, and we're just drinking and eating and I'm like, finally, I don't even know what came into me, and I'm like, you know what? If this person's not good looking enough for me, I am going to tear her in half. I'm going to do this. And the producers are like, you really would do that? I'm absolutely. I'm like, man, really? I'd rather be back with my fraternity brothers, drinking, doing whatever. Instead, I'm here. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm kind of afraid that I'm here.
Right.
And so they were like, they talk about it amongst themselves, and they come back and they go, you really would put a scene on or make it look, I said, yes, I would. I would definitely do it. I went from second to last, or we went from second to last to first.
Really?
Yeah. And the only reason we weren't first was because the guy that was going to be first really wanted to see the segment first. So he wanted to be like the one to watch it. Because if you're the first guy, you're not seeing anything. You're not seeing the first couple segments. Then you can see everything else. So he was like, no. I gotta watch this guy, So they put you in this green room, and you really cannot hear anything that's going on. She has no idea. I've decided to pull a switcheroo here, all right? So, which makes it even for better TV, right?
Yeah.
So we got this wall that's dividing us, and I forgot, Jenny Jones was asking me to say, describe your ideal female, and I'm basically describing her to a T. And
What'd you say? Do you remember?
The crowd is going crazy. I wanted her to be athletic, blonde, just all the specs on female, but just good looking, smart, intelligent, and but I'm describing her, so everyone was just going bananas. The audience was like, and and then finally they're like, well, you ready? You ready to see who it is? And I was like, no, not really, And then I was like, oh shit, I'm really gonna do this? Am I really gonna do this? And so then we come around. I think she brings me a rose, and I give her a hug, and I'm supposed to say, yeah, you know what, I care about you, and I've always liked you, and happily ever after. Oh, and if we did, if we did come to an agreement, or here we are, we really love each other, then they were gonna let us stay the rest of the weekend. On them, 5-star.
They pay for everything.
Yeah, because we got to talk on the phone, and they told me how bad of an experience they were having. They were just like in a Holiday Inn or a Hampton Inn somewhere, just like, and no 5-star restaurant, no limo. They got a taxi. There was no Ubers then, so it wasn't exactly the best experience for them. I'm like boasting. I'm like, hey, I'm here. So I remember hearing them say that, but you know what? And I was like, oh shit, here we go, do or die. So I look at her and I said, I can't believe you flew me all the way up here for this. This is unbelievable. Like, and she gives me this look like, what is going on? And Jenny's like, so you wouldn't, this isn't what you wanted? I said, no, this is not what I wanted.
You said right to the girl's face.
Yeah, and it was like, shit. And then I just looked at her and I said, we're going to talk about this when we get back to FSU, and the crowd is just booing me. And I'm like, and dude, I swear it was like, what? It was like being like that wrestler, right? So, here I've gone heel, and the first girl that gets up and says, well, she doesn't deserve you. And I go, well, look at yourself. You don't deserve yourself.
Oh.
I have some respect for yourself.
You said that to Jenny?
No, to
the girl that came out.
To the audience.
Oh,
so the audience starts talking shit to you, like.
So you're hitting them back.
Can't believe you're being like, oh, look at you. I go, hey, dude, you need to start losing some weight, buddy. I'm like, I'm messing everyone up, and the producers are loving it. Anybody that said anything, I'm all over them.
You're hitting back.
Oh yeah, and I'm bashing them. I'm roasting them basically. It was so good that I realized seeing the guy that was going to be number one, he's sitting in a corner and going, "You're like killing it,"
That was cool.
And then I didn't realize that my other two roommates, were there watching the show as well. I thought it was just her and I, and then. It was like, I was like, uh-oh. So then as soon as it's over, she wasn't happy. The producers are high-fiving me. They're giving me hugs. Like, dude, you knocked it out of the park. Next time we do a show like this, you need to come up, whatever, And I immediately said to them, I said, you know what? I need the first flight out of here. I go, because we were all supposed to fly together back to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
That wasn't happening. There was no way in the world I was flying back with them. And I'm like, listen, can you do me a big favor? Can I catch the first flight out of here? I need to go. And she wasn't happy with me. And I felt bad, because, she was an awesome girl, awesome roommate. And it was nothing real intentional. But then, I was saying to myself, man, we needed ratings. And also, hey, listen, if my mom caught wind of this, her church friends are seeing this, I'm on national TV. It's not like I'm saying, Mom, hey, it's a lie, but guess what? So I was actually just a in-town celebrity in Tallahassee for like, for like a good year. They were just showing that clip, or, like late at night. You got home at 2 a.m. and they would be showing it on some channel, and then spring break, when they aired it, it was perfect. We were in the Keys for spring break. So when I went out with my fraternity brothers, like everybody had seen that episode. I had people from Georgia, LSU, South Carolina saying, Jenny Jones.
Panty dropper, Victor. Panty dropper, right?
People walking up, taking pictures. No cell phones then. It's just, a little Kodak little thingy, we're taking pictures. Everybody just wanted to take pictures, So it was cool. But, that was my Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones loved me. She loved everything I did.
She did?
Yeah, I wish I had the VHS video. I had it. My dad recorded it. And I don't know what I did with it, but I just remember the trash talking that I did to the audience is what really won it, because I wasn't really much of a real jerk other than just looking at her saying, we'll just talk about this when we get back to Tallahassee, and and then I tried to be a nice guy. I wrote a little letter so that the producer could read it to the audience saying, Victor was caught off guard. He didn't know it was his roommate, and he cares about her, but they'll talk about it when they get back. I mean, basically a compliment,
They're trying to clean it up a little bit.
But I mean, besides that, but the audience, I had so much fun talking trash to the audience. It was great. I mean, I was just being a complete asshole. It just didn't matter. And they're just letting me be a dick. I mean, I wasn't cursing or anything, but I think it was like 6 people that got to say something. All of them, I just bashed them. Couldn't say anything. Nobody else wanted to say anything after that.
Yeah, I mean, well, you killed them.
Yeah.
Well, now you'd be bullying if you did that.
It'd be bullying, yes.
Give me a fucking break.
Right.
That sounds like a good time, man.
No, it was a great time.
Now, the roommate that you had that you destroyed, right? That was your roommate?
Well, yeah, I mean, I said no to her. And again, on the video, I wasn't really being like a complete asshole. I just, when I said no, she's not for me, and then kind of like, no way, I can't believe you're here. Like, I didn't say it like I wasn't yelling at her, or like kind of like, but it just, the audience felt that. The way, and again, this was so many years ago. So I wish I could tell you like a more cleaner version of this, but I remember the questions she was asking me. I mean, I made it sound like it was her, like everything, just in terms of like, what excites me in a female, what stimulates me, the look, it's just preferences and activities and stuff. So I was just naming, saying everything that, was, her, and she was smiling, obviously. So obviously the audience is like, oh wow, he's like, this could be like a really good connection. And then, I pulled the Paul Orndorff clothesline, Hulk Hogan, and just gave her the pile driver, and then that was it,
Did she hold a grudge against you?
No, she was, she was mad at me for a little bit, but then, she got over it. I mean, we were living together. So I know that the other roommates weren't too happy for a while, but, it was one of those things where it just, if I had to do it all over again, would I have done it?
Yeah, it's a memory. You had fun. It was your first time. It broke you into the famous Victor. Now.
I mean, listen, I would have been okay with her saying no to me, but, females are females.
No, they're more emotional. Estrogen. What are you going to do?
And we were a lot younger, too, so everything's kind of like, whoa. Like, I think now if we were to go on the show and she said no or vice versa, I think she'd be like, whatever.
Be like, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, whatever. Next.
I mean? Yeah. To me or you, they'd be like, you wetbacks.
But listen, I'll never forget telling the producers, I'm like, I need to catch the first flight. Like, now. I got to go now.
Yeah.
Want to get away from Southwest? Just get away now. So, but yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, and it kind of broke you into what you're doing now, and in a sense, maybe the experience early on.
True.
Now, what are you doing, like worldwide, nationwide? You're attending, you're moving around.
Well, right now, the one major thing outside of doing the charity event that I'm doing with the Scots and Sharks, events on my own, I'm going to be relaunching the I Heart Food and Wine series. We took a little stop because of the hangar event. So now I'm going to start working again with the restaurants and putting together some dinner pairing events.
Okay, so we did this on the first one, but if you didn't see the first one,
all right. So basically, we're doing dinner pairings with either with different kinds of wines, tequilas, bourbons. So we're going to be adding more restaurants to this list. And, I think by September.
So are you currently working with all of them now as we speak?
Yes, I either worked with them already or in the works. So we've already done events at Salute, Viva, Wine Room. Farmer's Table's not on here, but it should be. And then we were going to do something with Kapow. They're also one of my good friends.
And that's Clematis Street. People that don't know, that's like downtown. Wherever you live, that's like your downtown hot spot to go to.
Kapow Asian Fusion, their food is incredible. Their skirt steak lo mein is out of control.
That looks fantastic.
What is this here?
Kapow?
Yeah, Kapow. I never even heard of it.
Asian Fusion. So they're on Clematis on the 500 block.
Cool.
Great cocktail drinks. I handle their karaoke on Friday nights along with Show Enough Entertainment.
You currently do that?
Yes, I do.
Really? Karaoke there, huh?
Yeah. I've had a pleasure working with him. He's an amazing person to work with. He has his own karaoke company, and they paired us up together, and we've had a good working relationship for the past 3 years. It's on a Friday night, and I think because the fact that you're doing it at an Asian restaurant, I think is what gives it that extra touch, because karaoke, that's what you when you want to do karaoke, or if you're going to be doing karaoke, you should do it somewhere that's like Asian, fusion type, So.
You do it every Friday?
Every Friday.
Every Friday. What time?
Right now it's from 10 to midnight.
That's all. And you come out on stage?
I sometimes will sing. I'm not
Yeah.
the best singer, but I'll sing like "Fight for Your Right" and "Bust a Move." You know,
Bust the move.
I mean, I'll find songs that I can kind of like talk and MC kind of sound like, and get away. So I'm not really singing.
Yeah.
But every now and then I'll sing a duet with Nick Castellano, the
picture we had up earlier, right.
my partner, and we'll do Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way, and
Yeah.
he sings a lot of it, and I jump in and kind of like mix it up and make it funny. But it's great. I mean, one of the things that makes it great is the diversity of the people that are there, and the ability that almost, I'd say 80% of the people that come to our Friday nights can sing. Like, you might have a few people that'll get up there and you're kind of like, yeah, but for the most part, everybody that gets up there can sing, has a great voice, and it keeps the place entertained. And people off the streets are walking by, they're hearing a good voice, they come check it out, they're having drinks, and that's one of the other reasons why we've been so good, is just because of the people that actually get up there. So you have great drinks from the staff. You have a great place to do a karaoke. I mean, the place where it's set up can be a little tricky, but it's been working. And then the fact that you have great singers. I mean, we have, you'd think the Voice is going on some nights,
And for people in the area or that have flown into area, you don't have to go you can watch, right?
You can watch it.
You don't have to.
No, not at all. And especially with 2 hours.
Yeah.
So before we were doing it from 9 to midnight, COVID,
That's
the restrictions. So we're
Yeah.
still, and karaoke, I mean, for the people that are still trying to be cautious for whatever reason, which we can respect, then karaoke, you got to be careful a little bit, I guess, So, I mean, it's I get it, I mean, just.
And are you technically running that?
Well, I do I do the marketing of it.
You do the marketing
with Ken Lamb, who's also with Show Enough.
Shout out to Ken Lamb.
Yeah, and the Scott Vaughn and the Scott Freelick. They've been awesome owners, and they've been really great to work with. So it's been great. Like I said, good staff, good management. We've had we had Kerry Powers as our manager and Millie right now. So I mean, we've got some good people there. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun night. It's 2 hours for right now. I mean, if you're on the street, you want to come check us out, you can every Friday night from 10 to midnight. I mean, it's a good starting point.
Is that what? It's 10 to midnight.
10 to midnight. So you can come there and have a few drinks, check out the music, be there and try to sound like Ric Flair and do your woo with all the drinks in you, when you're up on stage,
Yeah.
and then be on your way and go check out all the other places on the street.
And if you go, Victor will do the Hulk Hogan for you live.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I got to talk to you about this, Victor. Rob has been telling me he wants to do karaoke. So maybe he'll go in this Friday or next Friday and do some karaoke. And when the people walk by, I mean, he's got a voice.
Well, only if we if it's Whitney Houston. That's
all right.
That's
Give
my
me
jam.
some Whitney Houston, Rob.
Whitney Houston.
Give me some Whitney Houston.
And I will always love you.
I'm sure the crowd's going to love that.
That's great. That's awesome.
So Rob will be there to sing. So you might as well schedule him because he's been wanting to go. So 10 to 12, Rob. Got it. You got your shot now.
Yeah.
He wants Whitney.
Speaking of singing, so the real major project that I have going on, 2 of them that are just still working on it. I've got one called it's a concert series that I'm working on, and it's going to be in the Loxahatchee, Wellington area. I can't really say too much about it just yet, but I can say that there's a lot of property to use to do some really cool things. I'm not going to be like Tortuga or Sunfest, but it's going to be a lot. It's a lot of work at the moment, and I've been working with some people on this, and also finding the right partners, investors. I'm putting money into this, and we're going to try to hopefully, put this off the ground here sometime in October, hopefully, maybe do like a Halloween type event out there. And then again, we have, some concerts that we're going to probably do in January and March of the following year. So we'll see. But again, it's a huge undertaking, but if we can pull it off the ground, I mean, it's got serious potential, and that's all I can say. Maybe the next time I come here, I can tell you a lot more.
Yeah, because it's in the building phase.
Yeah.
When you say concert, you mean bringing in heavy hitters concerts?
That's
20,000, 30,000, 15,000.
The goal, yeah. I mean,
that's the long-term goal?
Yeah, I mean, that is the long-term goal.
That's what you want.
We've already had a few already interested, so just
Really?
based on what I've told them and the amount of land that we'd have to work with, it's 16 football fields, so we'll see.
Damn.
It's a lot of land. So again, that's as much as I could say, but I've been working on this for a little bit now, and it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of fun work. But you know what? I mean, it's not going to be easy, but hey,
nothing's easy.
Nothing's ever easy.
You know,
so I'm excited for the challenge.
Yeah.
Just got to make sure I got the right people working with me.
And that's one of those things that, once it does hit and you have it all, it's hell getting it to where it needs to be. But at one point, then you can kind of step back and just overlook shit. But building something like that, it's going to be hell. I mean, because it's a ton of work.
And the one that we're going to do in October is going to be a very family oriented in the beginning, and then more of an adult like concert, at night. Not going to be capacity wise, not as crazy as we're envisioning the other two that we're going to do in 2022. But at least this one would be the one to kind of get your feet wet, see what works, what doesn't work with that kind of amount of land, and then fine tune a few things, and then change it to a different kind of demographics and different kind of theme.
So. Like Joe Rogan's coming to Fort Lauderdale in I think August, and so is Dave Chappelle. I got tickets to both. You should go, man.
That's awesome. I saw Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
I should.
They're back to back. So it's Joe Rogan Friday, Dave Chappelle Saturday. You should go too. Yeah, remember I told you?
Yeah, I remember Rogan, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
I love Chappelle.
One's Friday, one's Saturday. So my question is, when you do an event, like say and you're very successful, so I have no doubt that you will succeed. When you do, like just for an example, Dave Chappelle, right? And you rent out the arena, okay? Or you have the arena, it goes through Ticketmaster or StubHub or Vivid or whichever one you decide to deal with. If you have the venue, like you have what you can't really talk about, how does that go about? Because Ticketmaster's selling the tickets.
Well,
Joe Rogan's the guy that people are going to see, and then you have the stadium arena. How do you make that happen as to what your long-term goal is? Did I make that clear enough, or am I just retarded?
I'm trying to think here.
Okay, so I go to a Chris Brown concert, right?
Are you saying where he's making his money?
No. You, what is the process that you do? So say you start doing concerts and you got Chris Brown, Drake coming, whoever, okay? What part do you do?
Well, I'm the one that would be negotiating the contracts. So
Okay.
I'd be dealing with the talent agencies.
Okay.
Figuring out exactly, what we need to do to make it happen. Our budget, obviously. I would be figuring out what the budget would be to do the event. Then I would go to, potential sponsors, potential investors, show them, what the, ROI is going to be on the event, who we're trying to shoot after, who are the list of our wish lists, who we think realistically we can have. And then from there, if everything works out and aligns itself, then I would be the one to go, unless there is somebody that's working with us that has a better relationship with those talent agencies that can get us a better deal. So that would be the best way to do it.
And then who gives you the budget? Is that like your company's budget, or would that be the artist's budget?
No, it'd be us. I mean, we're the ones that are thinking, all right, well, if we've got, 450,000, and we want to get like 6-7 artists, then that's the money we can play with to sign up each person.
So how much do you think Dave Chappelle gets on a show?
Oh, well, it's tough because with him, he's probably taking the door, easily. He's got the merchandise. So the merchandise, the door, obviously whoever outsources, the tickets, like Ticketmaster, they get basically the service fee. And then it depends if maybe because he's Dave Chappelle, he may have worked maybe a deal with the venue for any kind of revenue that's food and
he gets a percentage.
He could.
Yeah.
I think because I'm assuming because of his name, he probably is going to get something from everywhere,
Yeah.
So the take, I don't know. I mean, it'd be a really good amount, but I know for sure, obviously his agent's going to get something for booking it, but yeah.
I mean, do you think like Drake and Brown, do you think they're all getting like $150K a show, $200K a show?
Yeah.
Terry was saying
I
that.
think-
But then once you nickel and dime it down, what do you walk away with? Say you get $200K, what do you think? You get 100? By the time, kind of like tipping out the bar back. Like you got your agent, you got your publicist, Yeah, I mean, probably. Well,
Probably 65, 70.
Out of 200K?
No, okay. At a 200K, I thought you were talking about like 100. At 200K, you're probably still walking out with 100,
Yeah.
100,
Yeah.
125.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of work though. But I think you'll succeed in it. I think
Yeah, but
that's
you
it.
multiply that, see where I'm just doing it would be just, one day. I mean, Dave Chappelle or Taylor Swift, they're doing so many shows per week. I mean, you do the math on that. But, I'd already done the numbers with the people for the first event that we're hopefully going to do in October. And, just food and beverage and the amount of people that I'm hoping to have, it's still a good amount. With payouts, I mean, I think we're going to include a charity so that it can alleviate some of the expenses. So then that way we're also doing good. So you're kind of partying for a purpose also. But I think, I've been very blessed. I haven't done too many events where it's been in the red. So normally when you do an event like this, most people will say, well, I'm hoping to break even. I haven't had that, misfortune to where I'm not breaking even. It's either I'm pretty much doing it, so, but this is a huge undertaking and I'm excited. I mean, it's a really next level stuff to be able to even be put in this position to do it.
Absolutely.
And now, but I've been talking to people, kind of like Ocean's 11, like I'm George Clooney, except legally we're not stealing the bank.
Yeah.
But
you're not just getting out of jail figuring out how you're going to rob the
Right.
bank again and get your girl back.
but I've been talking to people, feeling out, who would be interested and who's not. And then once I get, everything done on my end, then reach back out to everybody and then go from there.
We had Terry, how do you say his last name? Embry. He was roommate. He was in the Final Four with Syracuse. He's like best friends with Jason Williams. Anyway, he had a concert thing he did Little John back in the day,
Okay.
Ying Yang Twins, T.I. And when he was doing it, the guys that he was working with that got him into that said, if you do 4 concerts, 2 of them are going to suck. They're going to suck. You're not going to profit. But the other 2 will hit, and that will take care of everything that you lost on the other 2. How do you say that, Rob? He's better at.
I don't remember exactly the wordage, but I don't know.
It was something like if you do 4, 2 are going to suck. Deal with it. 2 are going to take care of the 2 that sucked, plus money in your pocket. I'll send you the clip.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't put it.
Yeah, I mean, the location, obviously,
This is a different situation.
Right.
I'm just.
I mean, we're only looking to do maybe, we're saying 3 a year, and really 1 being second half of 1 year and then 2 in the next, just because of the location and a lot of flies and mosquitoes out there, during the summertime and late spring. So you got to be conscious about all that. But that's not to say that we can't do smaller events, while we're waiting in the in-between months.
Yeah.
So the first one, I'm not looking for a big attended event. It's more to kind of really figure out what's going to work for us and not. Still put something together that's good. Can't go wrong with Halloween. Doing something for, family friendly, to start off the first couple hours before you get into the actual, shows. I think that could work. But then it's just positioning us for the January and March, which I think will be home runs just because of the nature. I'd love to tell you both of them, but I think they're home runs. I think there's just no way that either one can fail. There's just no way. I mean, unless you get an irregular hurricane that comes in out of nowhere, past the month of November, I
don't know. With our luck, who knows, right?
But I think that they're home runs. They just are, just because of what the concept is going to be and the kind of music that's going to be played. But yeah, so I'm excited.
So the first one you're kind of doing to feel the kinks, the ins and the outs, what's
Still gonna be
wrong,
good.
what could be better. No, it's going to be good, but you look at things differently than someone else. Like Rob and I, if that curtain's out of place, I notice it, but probably nobody watching it or you notices it, but you would notice it. Do you know what I'm saying? So your event, I'm sure, will be awesome, but you'll see what you could do differently moving forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you're going to do with that?
Yeah, that's basically it. So
yeah.
Really, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm excited for that, and more details to come. And then the other event that I'm working on, it's just a matter of venues. I'm doing a Victor's Secret fashion show. I kind of teased this at the end of last year. The venues didn't want to work with me, the ones I had in mind. And then, of course, now things have improved. At the time last year was COVID. But Victoria's Secret, obviously, for whatever reason, has decided to go different directions with their models. I figured, you know what?
Fuck 'em.
Just throw in the IA, and my logo is gonna look a little bit the same, maybe a little. You got
Fuck 'em.
you got the golden arcs, and we got the golden arches.
Yeah.
The Big Mick and the Big Mac. So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be doing a cool fashion show. So the way I'm going to be doing this fashion show, again, I've narrowed it down to 3 venues. It's going to be very much of a secret. So from the models to what you're going to be seeing to what's going to be going around the event to where you're going, because it's Victor's Secret Fashion Show. So when you go on Eventbrite to buy these tickets, and it'll be a charity event as well, I have a charity component in it. But when you buy these tickets, you just have to agree that within this radius from Jupiter to Lake Worth, east of 95, if you're okay with that area, this is an example.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that area on this date, buy your ticket. Then that week, 2-3 days, you're going to get the private email telling you exactly where the location is going to be, and just be there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The Victor's Secret Fashion Show. So,
And when is that already available?
well, that one, I could jump the trigger right now and pull it, but it's going to be most likely in October, right before hopefully before the.
Is it for sale?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No.
You'll let me know, and then I can add it in or push it for you.
Correct. So it's either going to be in October, or I may wait till like the first week of December, because the vision that I have for this show is very holiday. Victoria's Secret Fashion Show always came out in December. So
Do it
yeah. So it's kind of like,
because you got the Halloween thing that
Yeah.
you're gonna do. So
you could do, but again, different venues, different locations.
yeah.
You know.
I like the December personally, but you know best. What the fuck do I know?
And the good thing about going back to the concert out in the Wellington Loxahatchee area, they have so many people out there. They'll jump all over it.
Oh, my God.
You'll get some people from West Palm Beach, that'll come over, and Fort Lauderdale. But I'm looking at it where there's that time of year that we're planning on doing this. There's going to be so many people there that they'll come to that show, and then everything else is gravy. And you might be curious from Delray and Fort Lauderdale. You might want to come up and check out what we're doing, but I'm not necessarily relying on people to come up. But hey, it's for anybody.
You know what's great is that everybody wants to get out from the COVID thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got a ton of people in Wellington that just have money that they don't know what to do with, just like right here in Palm Beach.
Yeah, Wellington's richer than Palm Beach Island.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
I thought this was the richest.
No, Wellington by far.
Wellington by far.
It
Wow,
is.
didn't know that.
Hands down.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
So what is Summer Glow?
Well, if we go on Instagram here.
Okay.
So
While he
going back,
pulls that up,
going back to Forever Anti-Aging.
Mm-hmm.
Forever Young Anti-Aging. So they have it's a wellness med spa, and they've got some locations. Carlton, Washington. He's the CEO. He has a location that first started in Boca, has expanded everywhere in South Florida. And so the Wellington location, Stan and Paulina, the owners, they reached out to me, given what we did at the hangar event. And there's a picture of us right there. And
Click on that.
they wanted us to do we were going to do a launch event for them to kind of let the city of Wellington know that, hey, they're here, and, take advantage of all their products, So actually, if you go back out and go to my profile page and click on Summer Glow. So this was last Friday. So this, I think, will show you what we did. So this is just a little, so this is all outside. And we created a really cool little lounge.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some
that's
trussels. Let's stand right there. We had about 200 people that attended.
Yeah, you got to when you go there,
And that
Rob,
was
you got to
Carlton.
unmute that. I don't know.
So we had, we created an ultra lounge outside. It was a little hot outside. We had a ribbon cutting affair with the Wellington Chamber of Commerce. That's a little boomerang shot there. So this is the early part. Yeah. So this thing was from 6 to 10.
What the hell is that?
Those are Jello shots.
Jello shots in a fucking syringe.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You think of that?
No. Paulina, one of the owners. But again, it was a good crowd. And look, here's just a little
Yeah,
view
wow.
inside.
Jam packed. Looks like a fucking weed dispensary.
It's beautiful though. I mean, you have the little
Wow,
area
look
there
how
to do
jam-packed they are.
little area to do IVs, facial treatment. You know.
Now, how in the hell did you get that many people to go there? I mean, that thing is packed.
Well, Paulina worked out a deal. One of the owners, she worked out a deal, or not a deal, but basically, she spoke with the people from the Chamber of Commerce of Wellington. So they did their monthly networking event there to help out as well.
Okay, I see.
But at the same time, Wellington, I would want to say, is kind of my backyard because of polo.
Mm-hmm.
So given the amount of years that I've been doing stuff there, so I invited a lot of the people that I felt would be best fitting for the event. Also, you have friends that support, but they did very well. I mean, they have memberships that they sell where you can get, different types of treatments. They did very well there. They did a raffle that that was very well received. I think they've got something good there. And I was very fortunate to do this launch event. We're going to do, I think, quarterly events there. But the way we did this event was I thought was well done. It was a great time, and it literally was last Friday. So when I left there, I was mentally exhausted.
I bet you were.
I mean, even though I had a few to drink, but mentally, I was just like shot. By the time I got to karaoke, I was like, oh, I'm not singing.
Oh, that's right. Friday's just karaoke. So now what do? HRT.
Yep.
They do the IVs if you got a hangover or,
Yep. They
just
do all
like the other clinics like that,
Mhm.
right? The anti-aging clinics.
Yep. But they do a great job. I mean, they've got great products,
Yeah, looks very, very clean. And if you're a part of it, it's good. And
Yeah.
I'm not kissing your ass. I know you as a friend, so I don't need to do that. So, but yeah, it looks good. And
Yeah, so that was a really fun event. I mean, again, coordinating the event, sitting down with them, planning on how we were going to do things, the help that we got from other different groups. We had Don Ramon that catered the event, ABC Liquor helped us as well. So, and then we had Top Notch, the rental company that we used for the hangar event. Chandra has been very good to me, so we were able to work out,
nice.
all the decorations. And Mother Nature, listen, it was raining for a week and a half, so I was kind of concerned about the weather. Even when your phone is telling you that it's not, the meteorologists are telling you that you got 30-40% chance, but I was praying for no rain, and we got that. And it was a really awesome event. I was very happy to see them happy. That's one of the most rewarding things, if not the most rewarding thing of doing events, is making sure that whoever you're doing this event for is happy, and also the people that attend. Nothing gets me more off outside of females than doing an event and having someone say, "Man, that was an awesome event. Great job." I mean, it's just. I love hearing that. And when I hear that, that just keeps me, wanting to do more events and more events and more events.
It keeps you grounded too, I would assume,
Yeah.
because you don't want to go blow one,
Right.
right? And you're probably more selective, I would think, now as to what you're going to do and not going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a lot of shit going on. What else are you into?
Well, let's see here. If we click on my IG story here, I click on I'll tell you what we have. Let's see what it says, populates. So we had Ladies Night. That's tonight. Today's Wednesday, huh?
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ladies Night at Myers. I have cryptocurrency. You can pause that, actually. So we have the Ladies Night at Myers Lounge, which we'll get into Myers. Well, I can talk a little bit more about them, but Myers
talk
Lounge,
about it, and then we'll go to the screen. Okay, so
so Myers Lounge is also located on Clematis. It's a really cool looking venue. I mean, they if you click on Myers Lounge right here, or actually, if you it's pretty interesting pictures. It's a fun family there. I got to tell you, Aaron, the GM, he's a dear friend of mine. He's put together an amazing staff. Everybody cares about each other there. I help actually manage the place on Mondays and Tuesdays when it's very chill, and then on Wednesdays I host a ladies' night, and it's always a good time. They have their Thursday nights. They have a Latin night that they do that's always packed. Their Friday nights are always busy, and then Saturdays is busy, and then they have a really cool Sunday after brunch party, La Iglesia del Perrero, which is just a great party. This Sunday, I think they're doing they got the Colombian Independence Day that they're doing, but it's a fun little venue. Now, if you go to my story, actually, if you click back out and you go to Myers Lounge, you'll see how it looks from my picture. So that's what it looks like.
nice.
And then we added the lights, the motion censored lights. They change colors, obviously. There you go. and it's a great venue. I mean, you want to do private events. I mean, it's very narrow, and it's got a really cool, VIP lounge area. You got a big screen TV comprised of maybe like 9 of these TVs right here, that you can sit in the front and watch. And then you have other TVs by the bar. Then they have a VIP room with another TV that you feel kind of like you're, at your house. But it's a great place for parties. We did a Super Bowl party there. We did Kentucky Derby party there. So it's a great place if you're planning on doing. Not that I'm trying to, lobby this, but if you're trying to find a place to do an awesome party, a birthday party, an engagement party of some sort, that lounge is amazing.
Where's it located?
It's a 3295B on Clematis. So it's right across from Sushiyama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an awesome little place.
And what's your role there?
So I help. I don't GM. No,
yeah.
But I do the managing there on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Wow.
So you can catch me there. And say hi to people and whatnot.
Hey, if you want a signature from Victor.
Yeah,
Monday and Tuesdays, get your.
Yeah, and then Wednesdays I'm there to have fun, like I will be tonight, I think. And
go back to his Instagram page.
So we go back. So now we go there. So we click on that. So we have the ladies' night. So this, if you go back one, so cryptocurrency conference. It's at Honey. I used to do ladies' night at Honey many, many years ago, and I'm kind of excited going back just for one night only.
Yeah,
I'm going to be emceeing this event. We're going to have some guest speakers, some raffle items, catered food, drinks, entertainment, but. It's going to be pretty good. I mean, they've been selling a lot of tickets. I think it's almost sold out. It's at Honey Del Rey. And again, I'm just going to be emceeing, welcoming everybody, and introducing the speakers.
Now, why call it cryptocurrency?
That's the way. Listen, it's not my event. They have.
That's just why they want it.
Yeah, that's how they want it.
Like, is there somebody speaking about
cryptocurrency? So we have guest speakers.
Okay, that's what I.
Oh yeah, no. So you're basically paying. It's from 6:30. The event is from 6:30 to 9 at Honey, and there's going to be a whole platform. A whole table of people that are very experts and
the cryptocurrency shit that I would never buy. No offense. Well, I don't know enough, but I just don't take risks like
it's decentralized. I mean, hey,
But go to the event. Maybe I'll go and it'll change my mind.
Hey, I'm just Ron Burgundy. I'm just going to read from the teleprompter.
And that is at what time?
That's from 6:30 to 6:30 to 9.
And that's Thursday. Is that just
that's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Tomorrow. That's this Thursday, and then they normally have their ladies' night, which they obviously are giving a little bit away for to do the cryptocurrency conference, and then their ladies' night's going to be followed right after that. I'm going to stick around. I'm normally at Meat Market on Thursdays. We'll get to that, but you know what? I'm going to have fun. It's very rare that I do anything at Honey. I have a good relationship with the owner, Dave Robinson. Him and I went to high school together. But, just whenever we come up with something, we've done some really cool fashion shows. But hey, it's been good. So I'm really happy just to be going back and hanging out with people that I haven't seen in a while. And
it's all about the network.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is...
So that's the Kapow Karaoke. So that's Friday.
That's Friday.
Hopefully I'm still standing, after 3 days.
You got to see Victor fucking do karaoke. I love to see that shit. And that is...
You got to fight for your right to party.
Every Friday, 10 to 12.
Yeah, 10 to 12. And then I'm ring announcing. So remember the last time I said I was ring announcing for Rise, but then I didn't do the show that they had. Well, I'm back. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm going to be ring announcing this card at the Extreme Action Park. It's this Saturday at 7 p.m. And, obviously you can go in person and watch it, or you can download the Rise app from the App Store and you can stream it. And these are just 3 fights out of 11.
And you're going to be the announcer?
Yeah.
Like Rogan is with the UFC.
Well, outside of that, I'll be the one, in this corner,
Yeah, right.
And from the red corner, weighing 145 with a record of 12-0.
Oh, shit, cool. You nervous?
From Siberia, No, I've done it before, but I think we're gonna go a little bit more detailed. How I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be more about letting people know exactly what camp they're from, their record, and so forth. So more info on the fighters, on each fighters. We're gonna be doing some pro fights towards the end of the year, but I'm excited. I mean, 11 fights is a lot of fights.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully the audience will be very glued, but. We put on a good card and a good event. So
when is this and what
this
time?
is Saturday. So this is at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And it's from 7 to
Saturday.
10. So the weigh-ins are also Friday night. Those are always fun. You get to see how these guys, sometimes they're like 1 or 2 pounds away or 3 pounds away from making weight, and they're just spitting. They're just taking whatever they need to do and just spit, trying to make that weight.
Anything to make that weight.
Yep.
Can you give us? It's time.
It's time. Well, I got to work on that, but
Yeah. What was the guy? He's always at the events.
But Bruce Buffer and Mike.
Is that
Buffer.
it?
I
Yeah.
think there's both.
Yeah.
They're both like brothers. Or
Yeah.
they both do it. But
You got to do something.
but Michael Buffer is the, he's like,
Yeah. And then what's the other guy? He did everything and then he took a break for a while.
there's one that's got that really good voice.
Yeah, I mean he's the best of the best. It was like when boxing was
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, like in the right ring.
Yes.
Who is that? Who you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
White guy?
Yep, white guy. Yellow hair, blonde hair.
Yeah. All right. We can't remember.
But yeah,
that.
so we have this. It'll be this Saturday. Armando Gonzalez done a great job. Him and Ken. I'm excited to be back to be doing this. So schedules work out perfectly to do this, even though I have something else going on that night, which we're going to get into. So I'm doing a once a month party at 111 Boca Raton. We're calling it Saturday Play. As you can see, there's an LED drummer, and that means we're going to have LED drummer present. Me and my buddy Vinny Stanzione are going to be hosting this party. It's going to be a good party. We got a guy that sings kind of like Mark Anthony.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to start off with a Spanish flair to the program. He's an amazing singer, and then it's going to transition into this drummer and Geo Black, and it's going to be a party. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Play that and unmute it.
High energy.
Yeah, reminds me of kind of like a techno type of thing, but not techno.
And I have fun with these stories. Like even with the Rise, I put My Way from Limp Bizkit. It's got the
Yeah.
charged up.
Yeah, what was his name? Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
He
God.
banged. Who did he bang? that was
Fred
hot?
Durst.
Fred Durst. Yeah.
Yeah, who did he bang that was really hot? He was dating somebody.
I was hoping
back in the
Britney
day.
Spears or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Britney Spears. Go to the next one.
Then
That is
then
something.
we have Vinny Vincane. He's a former bachelor. I used to work with him with the Aqua Group. They used to do pool parties in Boca at the Waterstone. Well, now he's doing something at the Aloft Hotels in Delray, more of a sunset soiree. So it's going to start a little later from 4 p.m. and on. And it's going to be a fun event. I believe it's going to be like it's not going to be like a weekly thing, but it's something different. And you don't really have too many of these like sunset parties.
And this is this Sunday coming up.
Yeah, so at this point, who knows what's going to be left of me?
You might be
You need one of those IVs from Forever
from
Young.
Forever Young, yeah,
Yeah.
seriously,
yeah, they got those ones.
they do.
So that's Sunday. Victor will be attending. Man, you got something every day.
Then, if you
Fucking
can't join me on Thursday for the crypto, I'm at Meat Market.
Go back. Yep.
I'm at Meat Market. I don't think I have any sound of that. So our Meat Market on Thursdays. So that's where you can really catch me on Thursdays. We do from 8 to 11. Josh Sagman and I.
Yeah.
Sagman has done a wonderful job, being the man there for
Ever.
forever.
Yeah.
And here I am doing it with him now. So it's great. It's kind of a ladies' night, so to speak.
But you meet a lot of people. I
Yeah,
met John
I've seen you a
Sally.
few times,
I
yeah.
met John Sally there. I met Terry, his roommate. I met the guy that sings Return of the Mac. You were there with me
Wow.
when he was there. Remember?
Yeah.
Return of the Mac. He was there, trying to get him on the show. I mean, it's back in our day. You know what I mean? But
It's still
still
good.
cool. It's still cool. Bunch of heavy hitters in there. You want
Yeah,
to see some heavy
the
hitters?
food is phenomenal, as you can see.
Yeah.
So that's every Thursday. So to anybody that's not attending the Delray thing, then go to Meat Market.
Yeah, if you're not
You
attending
can't
Delray,
wrong.
go here. And if you run any type of business, it is a perfect place to go, not just for the women and the drinks, but you can network and do some serious fucking deals.
Networking is at a premium there.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
saw
is.
Josh do $400K that night we were there.
Mm-hmm.
He made a $400K deal. Right there. Remember I came up to you and I go, dude, I think you just made a $400,000 deal. Remember? You were having a good time, so I don't know if you remember, but
Yeah.
not too bad. But yeah, he right in front of me. I go, I said something, and then when he was done bouncing around, I said, "Did you just make a $400,000 deal?" And he goes, "What do you think?" All right, Josh.
Yeah.
The
He's got
guy
a good
that
knack at finding the right business owners to get them to the exit stage.
the guy that was
Good
in
deal.
Monday, Terry, who will be coming out shortly, he was roommates with Sagman and
Okay.
John Sally in college.
No kidding.
Yeah, you gotta
Sally,
watch
huh?
that. Yeah,
Oh,
John.
God, I
Sally.
gotta watch that.
John Wallace.
John Wallace. Always fucked to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was with
John.
it was John Wallace, Terry, who was just in, and Sagman. They were all roommates. And stories, holy hell, Sagman was doing this shit for all his life. You
Yeah.
know, he was running the show with everything. You know, he's doing a reality show coming
Yep,
up
yep.
now on MSNBC.
Sag's good people. I love the guy.
Yeah, good guy. I love him.
I'm happy to be working with him again at Meat Market.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Great guy.
If you come see him.
yeah. See both of you,
Yeah.
right? And
So I do, like I work with a lot of different charity groups, working with Compass Community Center. So we're doing a Somewhere Over the Rainbow pub crawl, July 31st. 2 years ago when we did this, it was a lot of fun. We had different themes. All the venues that came on board to do this, we had different themes for each location. So it's a party. Obviously couldn't do it last year.
Where's that
COVID.
at?
It'll be up and down Clematis Street. So
Up
we
and
have,
down
we have
Clematis?
O'Shea's, Myers Lounge, and 215 Speakeasy, which is located on the second floor of ACA. So
And where do you get? And right there, you go to get tickets.
Yes.
And text me all this just so I can copy it and put it in.
And this
Okay.
party is for everybody, even though, Compass is LGBT, but at the end of the day, love is love, like it says. So, it's for everybody and it's a good time. And who doesn't like a good bar crawl? You get to
Yeah.
bounce around some places, get to meet people and,
just laugh and have fun and get away from all the bullshit, right?
exactly.
I mean, that's the thing. All the bullshit that's going on.
Correct. Yeah. So I got Deshaun Allen helping me, and I got Catalia that did the drag show for us 2 years ago. She's an amazing entertainer.
How was that? You did a drag show?
Yeah, we did it at Kapow actually. So 2 years ago, it was an amazing event. Like each venue had a different theme.
Yeah.
So you literally were walking into a party. Every location was a different party.
That's pretty cool.
And when the last spot was the Emerald, Winter of Oz, the Castle, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And we announced, prizes for the best, best dressed, group dressed. We had raffle, prizes to go on destination trips. We did a good job.
You definitely found your niche, man.
Yeah, so this is, I'm excited for this. It's going to be a good one. So that's on the 31st. There's still more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so this is the sponsorship for Fins and Skins.
See if you can blow this up a little bit so that the viewers can see. And if you're listening to this,
Yeah, so this is the annual golf event with Scotch and Sharks. And they have they have an early bird right now. Individuals for, I believe it's 150 right now, and foursomes are 500. I can't see from here.
it's, can you do Command Plus? It won't blow up the Instagram. Okay. It looks like 150, and then 200, and then foursome 500.
And then 700. Yeah, so the early birds are the 150 and the 500 for now, and then it goes up.
And it goes up, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so you can check that out on Victor's Instagram page, which is Victor1,
Victor G1.
Victor G1. Sorry about that.
Then Aaron, so this is going back to I'm just giving him a nice shout out. So Aaron's the GM at Myers, and he's a dad. He's a good father.
Congratulations. to him.
He's got his Instagram is awesome with his daughter.
Yeah.
It's a treat. You got to check it out. But it's his birthday, so he decided to call it Dad's Night Out. And from what I hear, he's gathered some other birthday recipients. So I think it's like a 3 to 4, maybe 5 person birthday party. So it'll be a good night on Friday at Myers. I get done at midnight, maybe earlier. Who knows? And of course, I'll be there 100%.
You'll be there?
Got to support the guy,
Yeah. And is it for anybody or
Yeah, it's for anybody.
Yeah, it's for anybody.
I mean, if you know him, even better.
Yeah.
Give him a shot of Casamigos or Don Julio,
and he'll be happy as
and
a
he'll be
clam.
very happy.
He'll be a pig in shit, right?
Exactly.
In a nice way.
I mean, we want to get him. We want to see him get lit.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaron.
He's always, he's always working
congratulations.
hard. He's always serious. So you got to give the man a day off.
Did he have a boy or girl?
Girl, beautiful kid.
Welcome to my fucking life.
Tommy always asks this question, Victor. How many hours of sleep?
I was
do you
gonna
get a
ask
day?
him. I was just about to hear
I
that.
stole your thunder, but how many hours of sleep?
Well,
do you get a day?
I literally am exhausted after seeing this. Probably. I think what I'm going to start doing today from here, because this is just this week. It doesn't even get into next week. So it's going to be like it's going to be day 1, day 2, day 3, and then have fun with it. But I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That's all I need. But sometimes on a schedule like this, it'll be challenging. I don't drink Mondays and Tuesdays when I'm managing sober. My liver's very, very happy on those days.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So.
So then Wednesdays, it's it's there. Thursdays, sometimes I'm hating myself going to meat market, but I power through it.
Yeah.
Then on Friday, I'm numb, so it doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of know what phases I'm in, and if I don't drink on Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Saturday is the numb day. But
Right.
the numb day can go anyway because it's kind of like, all right, well, just bring it on. Okay, I'll do another shot. Okay, great, because it's just
It's the atmosphere.
you're not gonna be phased by it. Where
Yeah.
you go in Wednesday and then Thursday, you're like, oh man, this is really I got to talk to so and so. I got to do this. It's like if I could do a documentary on the behind the scenes of what it takes for victory. And
Yeah.
Some mornings I feel like the wrestler, the guy with that Mickey, the character.
Yeah.
When he's in the ice cube tub. I'm like, oh god, got to do this again. And then of course ring announcing. I got to be careful because believe it or not, you're talking to so many people and you're
That ain't
drinking,
easy.
you could lose your voice.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink on.
Yeah.
I would drink after.
So I mean, I'm pretty,
maybe a little buzz, but
I'm pretty smart about. I'm selective, on the days that I want to partake and and drink a little, and days when I don't, when I know I shouldn't. So, and then, but it depends. I mean, it's I have a daunting 2 weeks, but then after that, it kind of backs off because I've got other projects that I'm working on. Obviously, what I was talking about, the concert. So, after these 2 weeks, my schedule will loosen up tremendously.
So what time do you usually go to bed? Average.
Well, on a week like this, I probably won't.
Let's
go to
just
bed.
say average.
I probably won't go to bed at like 4:30.
That's how it's been for me.
3 or 4:30, and then get up at 7.
Yeah. See, what I've been trying to do, which didn't work last night, because it was catching up to me. Because I've been up till 3, 4 the last 3 weeks. Catching up on things, getting caught up, and you're doing just like you. I'm doing 100 different things, and then the 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up at 7:38, 8:30. It took a toll after 3 weeks. I mean, so I tried last night to go watch TV and not any work and just relax at 12. I went to bed at 3.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I think Tuesday night. Yeah, yesterday. No, Monday. Monday I wasn't managing. We were closed. We were doing a deep cleaning, and I took that evening and that night, and I ended up staying up late. But I was on my whiteboard writing up all kinds of stuff for the concert stuff. Any idea that was popping up, I was just taking the time to just. Next, 3 hours go by, and it's like almost 4 in the morning. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Even when I'm not out and about.
Isn't that crazy? Like you're out, you're doing your work. Like I'm on a computer, you're on a computer, and even Robbie's doing Final Cut all the time with his drone thing, and you're there and you're on it, and to you it feels like a half an hour, and then you look at the you got on at say midnight, you get home 1, you look at the clock and you're like, fuck, it's 3:30. I didn't even fucking eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get up. It just goes like that.
Yeah.
And then if you're not up early, then you get a late start. The day's fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you're really fucked.
Yeah. No. I mean, seriously, you just.
And you look like you're working out. You got your slick
I
suit
try.
jacket.
I try.
Now, are you're working out too every day, or
No,
just once in a while?
Once in a while, but I'm planning on being aggressive here. I'm going to Vegas in September, so I got to get in Vegas shape.
Get a couple.
Who knows? I might be in the undercard of UFC, one of the first 4 p.m. fights.
Yeah. I put a gym in my house. That way I don't have to go. I put it out back. I bought all the machines. I put it out back. That way I can just go out there and do it. It saves me 20 minutes to the gym, 30 minutes of people trying to talk to me at the gym when I don't want to talk. I just want to get the fuck in and out. And then the drive back, I just built the bitch out back. I put a roof, extended it, closed it in, kind of, and I don't have to deal with it.
I like that.
Put a fucking sauna in my office, which looks really weird in an office at my house.
I love saunas.
I have an infrared sauna. It's the best thing I ever bought.
Yeah, the infrareds are.
Shout out to the Amazon for that sauna for $1,200 that is not broken since 2017 and use it every single day.
Wow.
Is awesome. And it's a 120 volt beast mode. And you get out of there, you're drenched and you feel 100 times better.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And you should do that because all this stuff that you're doing, you should get. It's $1,200. You should get it because all this stuff you're doing and drinking 5 nights a week, sweat that shit out. You're a new man.
Yeah, no, trust me, I've done it before.
I'll send you the link to the one.
It's a great feeling when you walk out of it.
But see, this isn't a sauna like you walk in and it's
right. It's
there's heaters all over.
Yeah, it's like the lighting system.
No,
really.
No, there's heaters all over. So there's heaters all around you down to your ankles. So it hits every part of your body. It only goes to 140. It's different than a sauna that you would go into at the gym.
Right. Yeah. Because the numbers, you start feeling it. Like, yeah, infrared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not lights. Type in infrared sauna.
That's like red lights.
No. It's just like a box. You're in a box chair.
Right. I mean, when I did the...
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Right there. 1,600. Those fuckers up the price. Go back. Okay. Yeah, the one that... Right there. Click on that one.
Right here?
Yeah, click on that one. That's the one I have. And now, you see the heaters all over you. See, they're at the bottom, the side. Right there up top is the... you can click on the ones down at the bottom. So right there, if you just stay right there, see how it hits every part of your body? So what I do is I work while I'm in there. So I put my computer up, have it facing toward there, the door's closed, and then I put the keyboard and the mouse in with me in the sauna so I can work while I'm doing 30 minutes. So it hits all of you. So you let it warm up like 20 minutes, and then you go in, you do 30 minutes, and you're drenched.
Yeah, I mean,
But you see how, like, what I'm saying is it's different than...
Right. No, I believe it because, there's no smoke that comes out or anything like that.
And in 2017, it was 1,200. Now it's 1,700. But still, it fucking snaps together. It's, like, easy. And when I got it, I couldn't believe it was a 120. I'm going to shit myself.
You built it.
No, it comes in pieces, and it literally... You see the... Move that over to the right a little bit. See, like, that little thing? They literally just, like, snap together, and then you tighten them. I mean, I can't swing a hammer. Now, I had somebody else do it, of course. I can't swing a hammer, but with this one, maybe I could have got it together. Probably not, but my odds would have been better than most things when it comes to labor. But, that's awesome. So, anything else you want to throw out there? What do you got? What is today? Wednesday.
The ladies' night.
You got the ladies' night.
It could be Happy Victor Day,
Happy Victor Day.
I can't believe you pulled that picture. That's great.
Yeah, I love that. I saw that. I said, look at that.
I usually push that picture during Valentine's, obviously with the hearts.
Wow. It's just sick. You got to look with the... Whoever took that, they set you up good.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to remember where I took that picture, but I created that. I took that picture and then superimposed myself to that backdrop and then used the font, and there you go.
You killed him, man.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to throw out there?
No, man. Listen, just talking about everything I'm doing the next 6-7 days. I'm just exhausted. But
Yeah. He's already tired. And he's got a whole night ahead of him.
all right.
Yeah, I won't keep you another.
No, but I'm happy that I came back. I told you I would.
Yeah, he kept his word. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
And
Now
then,
tell me
you know-
you're going to come back again.
I will.
Say, I will come back again. In a good voice. Something funny.
I'm definitely, brother. I am coming back.
That's what I wanted.
We wanna hear
I'll be back.
I want to hear about that concert series more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll be allowed to talk about it?
I'm hoping to talk about it by the end of next month.
And next month. So maybe
August.
That's August.
Well, I have
Maybe
no choice.
yeah, you don't have a choice. So maybe we'll do early September.
Yeah.
We'll get you back in. I'll see you before then at the main market.
Yeah. Of
All right,
course.
Victor. Thank you for your time, man. I know you're a busy guy, and the things that you're doing, they're great, man. I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having me, guys. It's always fun. This has been a blast.
it. Thanks again. What do you think of the new studio?
Dude, I love this studio.
Way better, right?
Yeah.
Way more.
Hands
room.
down.
You're not tripping over fucking wires.
No, this is amazing. All these screens, it's just, this backdrop, everything. Yeah, I like this setup.
I want to ask a guy who's a pro, so.
Yeah, no, well done.
And I'm not kissing your ass, by the way. Because some fucking assholes say, oh, you ask it, which I don't even read them, but once in a while I'll glance at the comments. Ah, you kiss? I'm not kissing. I fucking know the guy, you fuck. Go back to your chips and tighty-whitey nut huggers.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me here. It's been a blast.
All right. Thank you, Victor.
Yep.